Penny Ard. This is my class, all my children. This is Keith, Bridget, Heather, and Cheryl. And the cameraman Vince behind us. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Julie too. And they've been helping me create these square foot gardens for, about a couple, 3 months now. And what we've got here are square foot boxes that we built from the lesson plan. Square foot gardening lesson plan. These are 2x2 boxes. And we put all the soil together. They're 6 inches deep. The kids helped me mix up the soil, and it's a mixture of vermiculite, coarse vermiculite, and several different kinds of compost. And what else, guys? You remember? Peat moss. Peat moss, the dusty peat moss, remember? And they shoveled it into the barrels and mixed it all up for me, and we put it all in here now. It's been raining for like, I don't know, 8, 9 days, and it's continuously here in Florida this last week and a half. And so our soil has gone down a bit in these boxes, but it was up to the top at one time. So we have the perfect soil, because this is called Mel's Mix. And you guys know what Mr. Mel looks like. There he is. Do you know he used to be on PBS and Discovery and the Learning Channel too?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Seriously. All right, we added our square foot grid to each box. We planted a different crop in each square foot. We used just a few seeds, or 1 plant in each space, because Mr. Mel Bartholomew was a civil engineer, and he was thinking mathematically, and he was, let's look through this one as well, and he came up with this system, and you know, this uses about 20% of the space, 1/5 of the space that you would use in a row garden, to actually grow the same amount of crops. So it uses less space, it uses only like 10% of the water. So that's really good for us, even though it seems like we got a lot of water. We've been in a drought here in Florida for a while. You use like 5% of the seeds, because you just use little pinches like we did when we planted them, right? And now, today, what we want to do is thin out some of these plants. I'm going to give you these scissors. And our plants are getting bigger here. We have some sweetie tomatoes here. And what we have to do, I want you guys to help me, is look through these plants and see which one looks like the weakest one, because we only want to keep one of those plants. So, help me out. What do you think? I can't decide. They all look great to me. This one looks kind of weak. I know. And this one? Yeah, they take the scissors and snip them down and prune those off.
These ones?
Yeah. Snip those off. Alright, and we're going to keep on snipping. We'll just feed that to the grass down here. We gotta pull it out until it's just one plant, one strong, healthy plant. There. Alright? Go ahead and take those out. And while he's doing that, Bridget, I'm looking over here, and I see this plant here, and it looks totally out of place. I don't know what that is, but what are we going to use? Our tools, 2 fingers. Yes, to weed that. All right. Girls? What a Tweedledum, Tweedledee here. It's raining. It's a little bit sprinkly today and kind of chilly out here. So, you guys see any more weeds? I see a little bit, something down here. Yeah, there. Can you pick that up with your free hand? There we go.
So where's the other?
We can just feed it to the grass down there. I think it'll
This
be
one
fine.
here looks like the strongest one.
Oh yeah, I
Should I
think
just
you're
snip
right.
these?
Go ahead and snip those off. There we go.
This
Now what
is
about the
dead.
watermelon plants, Heather? Do you see? Or what do you see? Something? Oh, is that the sage? No, rosemary. Rosemary. Yeah, go ahead and pull it out. We lost one of our rosemary plants. Yes, drop that down. Okay, Heather, what do you think about this watermelon plant? Which one of those looks like the strongest plant to you?
Smells like rosemary.
I have a
This one
guess.
does.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I agree. That's the one I think too. So Heather, well, you don't have your right hand, do you? You want to do it, Cheryl? Can you snip that plant off? Okay. Very carefully, no, this one. Very carefully snip that off. All right. There we go. And then let's see the rosemary. Is that more than one plant there?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you give us scissors? Oh, Heather wants to try snipping that one off, okay? Now this location, while we're talking about snipping these plants and thinning them out a little bit, so we only have the strongest one. Look at that second plant for me, Bridget, if you will, and see if it has more than one in there. I think that's all off of one plant, isn't it? We moved our boxes to this location here, which is the sunny side of the outdoor chapel here at the United Methodist Church. So moving on to the next box, and this is our square foot hero garden. We've honored 3 people in our community with these first garden boxes. Here. What are you looking for?
I don't know how
Well, they see the different ones. Those are a lot of different seeds that have come up. And I'm thinking that this one looks like the strongest one, this one or this one. And then you snip off the other ones right at the surface there so that you only have one plant left. So let's,
So you need to take out all these.
if you think that's the strongest one, yeah, you
Can I
need to
take
take out
some?
the rest.
Can I take out some?
Let's see.
You're not cutting low enough. You gotta cut right at this.
Oh, wait.
You want to do some?
Yes.
Leave her one to do, okay?
How about 2?
There she goes. Now she's getting it. I didn't think she could get that whole clump together at the same time. Now we're definitely going to pick these up and go put them in the compost pile, the big plants. The little ones we could put down on the ground, you know, and they would decompose. But let's take the big
These?
ones and put them in the compost pile. Yes. We water each plant by hand. We have a little bucket that we put out here, and we let the water warm up in the sun, right guys? And we have some pictures in our photo album of everybody watering plants by hand with their cup. And then once we do, we're going to replant the square, like this one over here with the pansies. And we're going to take some of our compost from the compost bin and add that to the soil. And we never walk on it. Does anybody know why we don't walk on our garden soil?
So we don't pack it.
We don't pack it down, and it's easier to take the little weeds out. You know what? This is just beautiful, though. Look, how many weeds have we found in this box? How many weeds have you guys? Yeah, 3 max. Isn't that great? Did we get that? Oh, that looks so much better. Look how good this looks thinned out. Isn't that better? Now they're going to be stronger plants because of that.
I found some.
Let's go do the sunflowers. So that concludes our presentation for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for your help with the garden today. I really appreciate it. And to you, Keith, for finishing up our videotaping.